Good evening, everybody. What is going on? It is April 4th, 2023, and we are live here on the Myco Gameshow channel. And unfortunately, I am here to bring you some breaking, sad, bad news. Now, we know everybody's anticipating this awesome Myco Gameshow tonight, but just a few moments ago, an hour before the show was going to start, everybody received news that a close family member to PGT had actually passed away. And PGT's family is going through a lot right now, and I said, "Okay, don't worry about it. I'll handle coming on and letting everybody know." So the game show that we had planned for you tonight is in fact canceled. Um, we are looking at the next date to be possibly April 18th. So it's about 2 weeks from now. But I'm also here to let you know that PGT's main Instagram was deleted. Instagram deleted it. So if you haven't been able to find him on Instagram, that's my back. Check. Check 1 2. Am I back? Hey, okay. So where I left off? Oh, PGT's Instagram is also gone, unfortunately. I mean, it's not gone. It's trying to get it back. Um, so yeah, just to reiterate again, the game show itself is going to be, we're trying to do something a little different. It's going to be entertaining. Just, I don't want to give too much away because the whole setup is here. I just threw up a quick little setup here so I can go live with you all and give you the news. But otherwise, tonight is unfortunately a very somber night. Very strange happenings. Very strange how all of a sudden the stream was also ending. It's very strange. Very weird. So, what is this? Dibble mycology, no vid or audio here? Are you sure? Because I have vid and audio with an excellent connection. There we go, okay. Alright, so anybody who was not here earlier, PGT, just moments before we were going to go live on the game show, had an unfortunate death in his family. And I told them, don't worry about it. I'll take over the stream real quick and let everybody know. Otherwise, another update on my end is my Patreon is very close to launching, and you can join the waitlist if you go to patreon.com/90second mycology, and you'll be able to join the waitlist and you'll be emailed right away once it goes live. Because earlier, sorry, there was a lot going on. Earlier, who was it who asked about a Discord coming back? I will offer a Discord through my Patreon. And I didn't mean to delete a message here. I'm clicking around on stuff, sorry. Um, what else? I don't really want to go on too much just promoting my own stuff since PGT can't be here right now. I just hope you all can look forward to the Myco Game Show. I know everyone was psyched about it tonight, and it is very unfortunate to come on and deliver this news, but you know, you guys know I can handle it. We all can handle it. And just yeah, very sorry about PGT's family. And he doesn't want us to go into too much detail right now, so we're just gonna leave it at that. Otherwise, I know a lot of people want to see the 90 streams come back on the 90 channel. That is also in the works. That's something I'm working on. So it is kind of fun to be here right now. Keeping things lighthearted and happy. Nate H said he's late. What happened? PGT had a death in the family just moments before we were going to start the game show. So I'm here to let everybody know the game show is being moved to April 18th for now. Dr. 420, I don't see you on Patreon. You have to go to patreon.com/90second mycology. I don't show up in the search yet because it's just a waiting list. But that's going to be really fun because I have some awesome tiers on there. Otherwise, I don't know what else to say tonight. It's kind of sad. I mean, very sad. Ryan Mattingly said, "I'm a very compassionate person. I totally understand the whole situation." Yeah, but I will, since we share the info to this YouTube channel, I will leave this stream up so that, with the same name and everything, and we can go in and edit it later, but just so people can see this pilot episode still is not officially the pilot. This is just a breaking news live stream right now. Well, George, yeah, I mean, I don't want to take over the game show channel with a 90 Q&A, but I know there are a lot of people here who are looking forward to something. What's my favorite mushroom variant currently? It depends on the species. If we're talking about cubensis, it's still always going to be those albino penis envies because it's just crazy how we went from cubensis out in the cow fields to albino penis envy. Like what? And they're also pretty potent without even trying. Also, I don't know why the chat is so delayed on the stream like that. Let me double check on that. So, yeah. But again, also, if you're late, PGT's main Instagram has also been zucked for right now. He's trying to appeal to get that back. Okay, yeah, Dibble Mycology. I guess I can go into a little bit of the game show. So the plan is I'm the first contestant, and this was going to be the pilot episode tonight. We're still going to have a pilot episode. I don't want to give too much away again, I don't want to spoil it. It was going to be, well, it is going to be a game show where we want to eventually bring contestants on, and we have a whole method on how we're going to choose contestants and how you can enter to be chosen to be a contestant and what's going to happen, where you're going to be, how it's going to go down. And eventually we want to be able to give back to the community. So you are going to participate in order to actually win something. So it's not like you're just going to be able to be live with 90 and PGT, but we're gonna have prizes lined up. We are in the process of gathering more sponsors, and overall, we want to be able to just create something a little bit different and new, just different than your typical live stream, but like involve the community a little more and get everybody all set up and spread the news and like be excited for the game show. And as far as how the game show is going to work, I still don't want to give too much away since it was going to happen tonight, but it's not. Let's just say it's not set in stone because we do plan to have different types of scenarios. You know how like there's that Family Feud setting of like survey said, and then there's multiple choice like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. So it's really not set in stone, and each show could be different, and that's something we're also working on. So what we wanted to do was make these pilot episodes with me and PGT of just kind of like one hosting, one's a contestant, and we just kind of shoot the shit back and forth. But yeah, so like the I've got the chat over here to my right. That's why I keep turning to look. So, it's very delayed. My chat is delayed for some reason here. Somebody said, I don't know who it was. Don't ruin the surprise. I did see that. So yeah, I don't want to talk too much about it. But the main part is that you guys, all of the viewers and all of the people in the community are going to be able to come on to be a contestant with us, and that's what we're most excited about because I don't think the fans and the viewers are involved enough with a lot of the stuff we do. I've always had the idea of like if I went live on my channel, how could I take like random callers, almost like a radio show, and just, hang out and talk about mycology. So in a way, we're gonna be able to interact with the fans a little more. Rocky just about to inoculate my first 90-second bags. Very excited. So am I. Keep us updated. Yeah, Eric, I mean, I don't mind going through the chat, Q&A, since I'm here, and a lot of people are here right now. I can see there's a lot more newer people. Anybody who missed what I said earlier, PGT, right before the stream, had a family member pass away, and they just received the news like not even an hour before we're gonna go live. So I said, don't worry about it. I'll come on and let everybody know. And then, yeah, his main Instagram account right now is also down. He's trying to get it back. Peter asked, "How did you get into mushroom cultivation?" I've I've been over this a few times in some interviews. It started back in it was around I think it was around 2014 when you first start to look up, how to grow mushrooms, and you find those Mark R. Keith videos, and you're able to do brown rice flour with the no pressure cooker. And the first time was that right there because it was always like, how can I grow my own psychedelics? Mushrooms can't be that hard, like trying to synthesize acid in your kitchen. And I've always been into psychedelics like that. So it started from there. I fruited in vitro from the jars with those Ziploc bags over top of it. And then it was just recently where Uncle Ben got me back into it. Because I'm like, this is actually really easy, where there's just these grain bags available on the shelf for, now they're almost $3, but some of them, like you've seen me posting these Savvy Fair bags from Dollar Tree, those are $1.25. Gray Man, you don't see a super chat because this channel is brand new and you can't be monetized on YouTube until you have like 1,000 subscribers and so many watch hours. So right now, that's none of that's really enabled. This is all pure pilot and working up to that. And don't kill carrots. I already explained it a little bit about the game show and how it works. I don't want to get too much into it and spoil it until we actually go live. The next date we're planning for is April 18th after this very sad news tonight. Is it good practice to flame sterilize a fresh out of the package needle before the first use? I don't do that anymore just because there's so many people that will yell at you for doing it. It's already sterile out of the package, so I'll even use one brand new needle and go through, 5 90-second rice bags without flame sterilizing it now. It's not a big deal. Rice seed or long grain rice, the 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 length of the rice grain, I've never really noticed an issue or that I've sought out long grain rice, so maybe I have and I just didn't really know it. But rice seed itself, I don't know, that's interesting. I've never messed with it. Yeah, mycology for everyone. Roger Rabbit is like the main vintage videos back then. Conscious Wanderer 90, you got me started. You have your first pins. Appreciate you so much. Well, I appreciate you for letting me know. That's pretty cool. I know where you live. Said I've used your tech twice, and your method was the first I used. Thank you for your help. I'm very glad that you had some success. I encourage everybody go to the Uncle Ben subreddit because I just learned that there's people finding my channel before the Uncle Ben subreddit, and right now they're kind of intertwined. So it's reddit.com/r/Uncle Ben's, and you're going to get a lot of help there as well, and people who are also involved with 90-second rice. And there's no haters there because we don't tolerate the haters. It's like, why are you going to come join this subreddit and be upset about what we're doing? Flea Bit Peanut Monkey said, "Where can I buy LC? You live in Kentucky? Go to my website, 92ndmycology.com/links. I've got awesome vendors there. They're all reliable. Some are affiliates, some aren't. So obviously, we all really recommend Inoculate the World. You'll find that link there." Daniel Griffiths, yeah, he's found that Savvy Fair. It's blowing up now. I should stop posting about it because I don't want it to disappear in my area. Mycelium Seb, are you gonna have special guests like Rookie on the game show? Well, yeah, you might have missed it earlier. We're planning to have actual contestants from the viewer base, the fan base. So everybody here right now eventually can become a contestant, and then I'm sure, yeah, we can have special episodes where we have other YouTubers and other influencers in the mycology field. I like to call them mush makers. We're all making mushroom content. Yeah, Peter, you failed with PF Tech about 15 years ago, and then you found my videos last year, and now you're successfully growing mushrooms. See? It really is that easy. Now, this is bothering me why the YouTube chat is not staying up here. It'll like flood in and disappear. So let me mess with this here. Should be good now. All right. So, oh yeah, Natasha Peters says you I love the mystery box for Inoculate the World. Yeah, got some great stuff in there. Yeah, you want to look for isolated tubes on the Inoculate the World website. Yeah, John Johnson breaking news. If you're brand new here, PGT had a death in the family just moments before we were going to go live with the game show. So I told them to relax and I'll come live and talk to everybody because I know a lot of people were waiting for this. They're excited. So the next date we're planning for is April 18th. Tip of the cap mushroom said get $1 back on 4 bags of Uncle Ben's with receipt and PayPal account. We need some more info on that. Mycelium Seb, have you had trouble with ITW support? That is something they're working on because the main owner, Drew, is pretty he has he gets back to people, but sometimes he's just so busy that he's also looking at more help to help with customer service. So hang in there. I know it can take a while. The Burger Main said I've always had successful grows and take cakes to 3+ flushes. Although whenever I break and shake my jars, the mycelium is rock hard. And I've heard that means bacterial spawn. Do I need to worry? Um, I don't know who told you that. You want I mean every species of mushroom is different, every variety is going to grow different mycelium, but your mycelium being rock hard is usually a good thing. It's nice and hardy. As long as it's not slimy and smelly and discolored, like if it's pink and you're not growing pink oysters, there's a problem. Other than that, it sounds fine. Yeah, Chuck S. I usually wait 3 to 4 days for Drew to reply. Yeah, it can be like that sometimes. Yeah, Tip of the Cat Mushroom, Ben's original website. That is, yeah, it's a new name. If you go to just bensoriginal.com, I was on there looking at their customer service because I was actually going to call and ask for coupons, and they said, we don't do coupon requests. Just keep an eye out at your local retailers. It's like in their automated message. Brayman asked, what's your take on casing versus not casing penis envy? When I grow the apes, I haven't really. Well, I guess Louis Vuitton can be considered a Melmac variety because it's from Melmac, but I've never cased penis envy. I don't have a problem with it. I just spawn it, let it go like anything else. It takes a long time. What do you, Ryan Rodriguez asks, what do you think of Basidium Equilibrium and the Spore co-op stuff? Basidium used to work very closely with Drew from Inoculate the World, so you can almost think of them as one and the same. So you know there's quality stuff. And the Spore co-op, I think, is really cool to have them all working together. So it looked like Mana from Heaven is also working with Basidium Equilibrium to release those 4 Penis Envy varieties that were all taken from one Penis Envy spore grow. You go to their website, Basidium Equilibrium. I think is it bassmycology.com for the supplies, and then basidiumequilibrium.com. Sorry if I'm throwing bad info out there. I don't remember it on hand. Will wispy mic on an agar plate from a multi-spore syringe get healthier if I transfer it to a new plate? It's possible. If it's from multi-spore syringe, there's probably a lot going on there. And once you take it away from that, it might help spread it out. But other than that, I just want to thank you all for actually being here tonight. I'm glad that everybody was still here. Everybody still waited around and showed up. And I didn't want to leave everybody hanging because it's one thing to just send an update via text in the chat. Say, sorry, we're not going live. So I thought that, I should at least pop on here with you guys and chat a little bit and let everybody know what's going on. Jesus Zombie Apocalypse asked, what's your preferred spawn to sub ratio? I've seen people say 1-to-1, but I just had my first tub colonized nearly 100% in under a week with about 1-to-2. Thanks for all the info, by the way. Yeah, a lot of people now are leaning more towards 1-to-2, and that's what I've been doing now as well. 1-to-2. I mean, 1-to-1 is no big deal. It's really hard to get 1-to-1 exact anyway, and sometimes you end up doing 1-to-2 grain to substrate regardless. So, for example, let's just say two 90-second rice bags is like a myco quart of grain spawn, because one bag of 90-second rice is close to a pint. So if you have two 90-second rice bags to have a 1-to-2 ratio of substrate, you're going to want at least 2 quarts of substrate with two 90-second rice bags, because two 90-second rice bags is close to one myco quart. I'm going to have more videos about this in the future. I'm working on some soon over there somewhere. Mycelium Seb said, inoculated about 25 days ago, but I think I might have inoculated too deep, and now I don't know when to break and shake. Any clues? What did you inoculate? Was it 90 rice bags? Just wait till you see something in the view window, because then it's really going to make it there, and then you know it's established enough. Yeah, guys, Gray Man and George, thanks for taking the time to hang out. Yeah, I don't mind it. Tonight, so, I'm off work Tuesdays and Wednesdays, so I had nothing going on. Tonight is like my Saturday night. Eric Vega asked, is it a huge issue if I put too much substrate in my tub? It's not a huge issue, but you're just going to end up with, it's going to take triple the amount of time for the thing to colonize, because there's people that try to go like liquid culture directly to substrate and it works, but it's going to take like months to colonize. So, you know, yeah, tip of the cap mushrooms, one to one by weight is like 1-to-2 by volume. Yeah, when you do spawn to sub ratios, it's always by volume. People get confused with unicorn bags and they go, oh, I did 1 pound of grain to 2 pound or 3 pound bag of substrate or whatever. And that kind of messes people up, but it is like tip of the cap mushrooms here. Tim said 1-to-1 by weight is like 1-to-2 by volume, so it's pretty close. Laughing toxicity. Wow, thanks for ignoring me, man. There's a bunch of chats popping up, so I can't. What did you say now? I gotta stop the chat and scroll back. There we go. Anyone have any luck with the Super Grow 3-to-1 grow bag from Cultivate, Colorado? Brand new to mycology, loving this community. Sorry, I don't have experience with that. Wolfthorn, is it better to shoot the spores into the middle of the bag or by the view window? Depends on how patient you are. If you want to see growth right away, do it by the view window. I do it by the view window for content so I can show it, but I'm very good at also breaking up the bags, breaking and shaking and broken choke them and all that. So I do the view window. If you do it in the middle, it's also no problem. It might actually speed up colonization for you. More time to colonize equals more chance for contam, no? It depends on your environment and the substrate. If you're growing with just like the CVG substrate, I don't think you're gonna have issues. If it contaminates, it probably came from the spawn. No, Mighty Joe, if you're late, PGT had an unfortunate death in the family just before we were going to go live on the game show. And PGT's Instagram is also down right now. He's trying to appeal to get it back. So I just decided that, I don't want to leave everybody hanging too much, and I'd come on the stream and let everybody know what's going on and hang out. So if you've been here since the beginning, you know that I have to repeat it. If you're getting tired of me repeating it, oh well. Conscious Wanderer? No, you're perfect every time. Yeah, Mr. Green, I'm excited. Mr. Green says this is cool, man. The show is definitely a great idea. Thanks for rocking. Yeah, I'm excited. Once everything kind of settles down, um, we'll get PGT pumped back up. The oh yeah, P Funk. Yeah, man. I was able to go through my whole channel. I edited everything. I changed thumbnails, titles, tags. It was a lot of work, and I deleted a bunch of videos that are going to go up on Patreon. And then I was able to reapply for the YouTube Partner Program, and they let me in. I was surprised. So yes, the YouTube channel is monetized right now, and my Patreon is very close to launching. You can join the waitlist, patreon.com/90second mycology. Laughing Toxicity, appreciate you, dude. Was just curious. I ordered an all-in-one grow bag from a different company and had a bad contamination my first grow. Not letting it get me down though. It depends also on the syringes or however you inoculate it as well. If you get crappy syringes, like I always say, you don't want to squirt that into your all-in-one bag, and then that syringe was contaminated. That's it for that whole bag. Wolfthorn, is it possible to do agar to substrate transfer if it's in a small container? Yeah, go for it. You can experiment with it. It'll just take a while to colonize. Because I think you guys know Full Send Organics. He sent me a manure all-in-one bag, and I don't think there's any grain in it. I don't think there's any. It's just like vermiculite manure and cocoa coir, and it's colonizing. It just takes a little bit. Nice. Mighty Joe ate a couple of G's before work and got zoned out in the music. Nice. Where do you work where you just sit on live all night? The heck? There we go. All right, now it shows I'm back again. Um, Michael Durant, is it an issue if I get fruiting in my tub prior to the tub being colonized? No. Remember what I say before is just have to listen to what the mushrooms are telling you. And if they're fruiting, they obviously want to fruit, so just let it go. If they're already fruiting, actually, that means your conditions are already set to fruit. Like you got enough going on in there. Yeah, Mighty Joe must be fun at UPS. That's crazy. Favorite gourmet mushroom? I always go. My favorite are those chestnut mushrooms that have like the armor on their bodies. Looks like they're wearing mushroom armor, and it's a wood-loving mushroom. But other than that, of course, the peel. If you look for my mycelium water video, I show you how you can kind of boil everything and pretty much sterilize it without a pressure cooker. Or what type of mushrooms are on pizza? Is it possible to grow them? They're probably just the regular white button mushrooms that you find everywhere, like canned mushrooms and stuff. Those are a little more finicky to grow at home because they need like a specific like compost. Yeah, I keep cutting in and out here. So I don't maybe it is these storms like Mr. Green says right here. So in vitro means just fruiting in whatever, like the grain jar or fruiting right out of the 90 bag or whatever. But yeah, so I'll go ahead and hop off the stream right now, and I'm gonna leave this up so people can kind of tune back in later and see what happened tonight. And again, we are shooting for April 18th. So keep that date in mind, and of course, if anything changes, well, I'll let you know. Follow the Myco Game Show on all the social medias. Myco Game Show here on YouTube. There's an Instagram account. I don't think it's on Reddit right now. Um, and then yeah, PGT's main Instagram is gone right now. He's still appealing to get it back. So I'm on Instagram, 90 Second Mycology, my website, 90secondmycology.com. Everything is there for you to stay updated with. Um, yeah, we'll keep everybody updated with what's going on with PGT, and I just thank everybody for your support tonight, not being so upset. Like, what the hell? We wanted a game show. What the f, man? Don't worry, it's coming. That's why I came on here to just kind of keep everybody in the loop. What else? Um, I can plug my Patreon again. It's coming. I have to make sure I come back first. Okay, I'm back. Everybody have a good. Nope, nope, I'm gone. Okay, okay. Everybody have a good night. Just stay safe from the storms, and we're gonna keep you updated.